Hello and welcome back to each and every one of our viewer. First of all, I will like to thank you everyone to help us to complete our 1K subscribers. That is a very good news for our YouTube channel that we are providing our inputs, our learning tutorials to you all. So thank you very much to please I will suggest please give your feedbacks, your subscribers, your viewing, your comments over there in the videos so we may help you out more over to the technical part and we can be able to focus towards the technical part. Okay, so today we are back. In our previous video we have just checked the theory of our admin.microsoft.com or M365 admin center. Today we will go through which option has been required or what options are there that we can use to grab all the details or to provide licenses to move down to other portals that are integrated with admin centers. Okay, so basically M365 admin center is an portal which has all the capabilities or all the services is being listed over in the single tenant. Okay, like this is the M365 admin portal. If you want to move here, you need to just type admin.microsoft.com and you will be redirected to this particular portal itself. Okay, from here you can see this is our home page, and if you just check on the left hand side, we have these all options that are available. Here we have admin center. So this is the best part of this Microsoft 365 Admin Center, as it has integrated all the portals that has been required in our day-to-day activities. Okay, so if you doesn't remember the exact portal details or exact portal URL, you need to just open admin.microsoft.com. You will be redirected to the same page. From here, you can be able to redirect with these particular options that you have. Like you have security, you have Microsoft Purview, you have Microsoft Intune, Identity, Azure, Exchange, SharePoint, Teams, and Power Platforms. If you want all the admin centers, you can just click here and you will be given a brief admin center details, what all admin centers platforms are available here, right? So these all are the Microsoft provided services or Microsoft provided admin centers that we have. You need to just move to admin.microsoft.com, expand this admin center, click on show all and click on this all admin centers. Once you have been redirected, you can be able to find a description which service is used for what, right? Like Azure is being used to manage our resources. Basically, Exchange is to manage our mailboxes, and Intune, M365 applications, Defender, Intra, Purview, Power BI, Power Platform, Search and Intelligence, Security, SharePoint, Teams, Universal Print, and Viva Engage, right? So these all are the admin centers that Microsoft have. So this is the best quality of Microsoft Admin Center, M365 Admin Center. It has been integrated with all the admin centers. You can be able to directly redirect by clicking on this particular hyperlink or the particular name. Once you will click on it, you will be redirected to a next page. From there, you can be able to work on the particular portal. Okay. Now we'll move forward what all things we have under admin center. Okay, so as you all know, we are moving towards the AI capabilities. So first option that we have, that is Copilot. You can click on that Copilot overview. You can be able to get to know what all details this Copilot may be able to help you for the same itself. If you want to connect your Copilot with your organization, then you need to add a connector here, for which particular service you need to add. Like it could be DevOps, it could be file share, ServiceNow, Zira, GitHub, Enterprise Website Cloud, anything that you want. So that you can select here and click on add. If you have any your organization application, you can create an customize option for the same. Like you need to give the display name, you need to give the connector ID, instance URL, graph connector details, and the authentication that can be happen. So you can be able to set up at a custom one also based on the connector that you need, or if you want to collaborate and communicate with some other applications, that you can be able to do from here itself. Okay, so this is the good way, or this is the best use for Copilot to integrate it with your uh, preferred application, whatever you want. It could be Microsoft application, it could be any third-party application. If you want a custom also, I already told you can create a custom connector also based on that. Okay. If you want to categorize on the basis of your particular applications, you can move here and you can be able to create the connector itself. After that, we have billing and uses. So this is the particular billing and uses for our Copilot itself. It is not the entire billing or uses itself. It's only for the Copilot. Okay. If we go to settings, here we have Copilot settings, which will be help you to check the status, like what has been used, what has not been used. Right now, I'm not using that particular Copilot in every of my applications, so that is why it is giving us cancelled or this particular action recommended and multiple over there, right? So these you can be able to check, like click on these. If you want to review and assign channel, click on the review and assign channel. You need to just select that particular channel, and from that you can be able to install the Copilot for particular channel itself. So, and then you can use that particular Copilot agent within the channel itself. Okay, so this is entire for our Copilot. In the second, we have agent. It is also the same tools, all the agents that you have inbuilt within your particular. It could be application, it could be your Excel sheets. Based on that, whatever application you needed, third-party application that you can be able to build with the agent. Okay. Under that we have user. So these two options has been recently added when the AI comes into the picture. Otherwise, previously we directly have user section below this home. Under the user, you can be able to find all the active users that are present in your particular tenant. In this tenant, how many users are there, that you can be able to find over here. Here you have some options like you need to choose the column from here. From the column you can be get the sync status or other filters that you want. Basically, we just need a sync status, like, so we can be able to find which users are cloud only users, which are synced users, right? So based on that, you can bifurcate over there. So this is one of the sync status that you can be able to filter out from choose column. Once you have chosen that, then you can be able to find this. If you want to create a user, you can directly create a user from here. Just you need to provide the basic details, product licenses, and your user will be created. Okay. If you want to use any template, or if you want to create a template for creating of the user, then you need to just provide the detail of the template, click on next. You need to select a domain. You need to just let the auto generate password. So if it says that password will be auto generated, then it will be auto generated. You need to select and license. We will say do not assign any license for those users. We will say it has been added. So we have created a template. Okay. Now, if you want to use template that we have created text, you can use it. You need to just provide that first name, last name, display name, and this will be the username. Once you will submit, this user will automatically add it as per the template you have created. Okay. So this is the benefit of template. You need to just provide first name, last name, display name, and username. Okay. Adding multiple users. So this is a bulk kind of activity that we have. Here you need to give first name, last name, or you can directly upload a CSV. You will get a download a blank CSV with a header itself, and download that includes some sample users also. So based on your requirement, you can download the CSV and just upload that CSV. The data will be automatically filled. You can create up to 249 users, and all users will be given a temporary password which they need to reset it. Okay. Once done, we need to fill out some licensing details that we have, and then it will be finished. So this is a bulk user creation that we are doing from the intra also. In intra we have a bulk operation from which we can do a bulk import. Directly we can import a CSV, but from M365 admin center you have an option to fill the details also. Okay, you can add the rows till 249, and you can just fill out the details. Based on the details, the user will be created. Okay. After the user has been created, we have a multi-factor authentication, which is MFA. This is a per user MFA has also been there. If you select particular user, you can get an per user MFA that is being used Okay, so here you need to configure the MFA itself. If you want to manage, you can directly click on manage. Here it says that the it is being completed or not, like the per user MFA setup has been completed or not. Once it has been set up completely, then you will get a green tick over there, and once you will click on manage, you will be redirected to an conditional access policies. As right now, as per the new policies, multi-factor authentication multi-factor authentication is the part of conditional access, right? So here by default, Microsoft has told this to require an multi-factor authentication for all the users. You can see all users include a specific user exclude. So we have all user here. We have only exclude the directory synchronization account. This is a by default policy which has been created by the Microsoft. We have not created this particular policy. If you want to modify these kind of policies, you can go ahead and you can modify it. But I will suggest do not modify the Microsoft based policy. If you want to do some changes or if you want to create a new policy, go ahead and create a new policy and keep it on uh, report only mode, okay, for 1 week 2 week near about. Once you have confirmed that okay, the report has been successful, like for whomsoever users you are going to apply those particular conditional access policies, they are applied successfully and there is no any other kind of disturbancy that is being created between the users and the portal itself, then you can turn it on and those will be applied to a particular user with sharing the information to the entire end users from a proper channel itself. Okay, so right now we doesn't have that. We have, previously we are getting a per user MFA over there. So that is the second part. We will just move how we can be able to find the per user MFA and from where we can be able to manage that. Okay. So basically this is the MFA that we have. You can select, you can click on multi-factor authentication directly and you will be redirected to the same page, or you can just click on a specific user and you will send to the same page itself. Then we have delete user. All of you knows what delete user means: refresh, reset password, and export user. So basically you will select all the users, you will click on export, all the users will be exported to the in the Excel sheet in the Excel format. Okay, so this is the entire page review, like the active user review that we have. Okay, moving forward, we have some contact. As you know, in our exchange we have multiple contacts that are available. Those are not a user. So contact are which you can say the people which are outside from organization and they will like to have or they will like to listed in your Outlook or Teams itself. Under Microsoft 365 admin centers, you need to create a contact here. The same process is for contact. Like if you want to provide the details, you need to provide the mail tip. Based on that, you can be able to provide the details from here. If you want to hide them from a GAL, like global address list, then those will be hide. If you want to, if you doesn't want it to hide them, it will be unhide. Okay, multiple contact creation. So basically contact is not an user. I am again saying that it will be a contact. If you want to make a connection, if you want to contact with them, you can directly search that particular contact and you can be able to send an email. You can be able to add them in the Teams channel itself. Okay, so that both can be done with the help of contacts. Then we have guest user. So basically if you want to add a guest user, that can be done from the portal.azure.com, like from our Microsoft Intra admin center. Okay, otherwise if you want to go with from here also, it will like you can see it has been redirect. If you want to create a user, you can create a user itself. If you want to invite a user, you need to provide the mail ID of that particular user and that user will be invited as a guest user in this particular tenant itself. So those are the guest user that you can be able to do. If you want to manage some settings for the guest user that you can't do from here, you need to go back to the Entra admin center. Already we have covered the same video over there. You can go ahead and you can check how you can be able to manage the accessibility or manage the security for the guest users. Okay, moving forward, we have deleted user. Already all of us know what this do. If you want to restore any user that has been deleted, you can go ahead and you can be able to restore the user from that particular list. Okay, moving forward, we have teams and groups. I will just do like that. Yeah, so here we have active teams and groups. So basically here you can be able to find all the three type of groups that we have in our M365 admin center. So basically M365 group and security group, you can create it from Entra also, but the distribution list cannot be created from the intra ID. You need to come here itself, or you need to go to Exchange to create the distribution list from the admin center itself. Okay, teams and M365 groups can be created from intra, and it could be, and security groups can be created from the on-prem also and from the cloud itself also, based on the requirement that you have. So if you want to create a team, then you can directly click on the scheme, provide the basic details like what will be the name, who will be the owner, how many members are there, provide the settings like what will be the team's email. Basically, what we are giving as a name, that will be the mail ID for that particular group itself. If you want to change it also, you can go ahead and you can change the email, but in most of the cases we are giving the same email address that the group name has been there, right? Basically, this is the privacy who can join this group. So people can join without approval from an owner. If it is a public, people can join if there has been added by the owner. This will not a public, this will be a private group. And if you want to create it as a public, create on this public one and next. If you want to go with the private one, click on the private, do next. Then this group will be a private one. Only the particular owner will be able to add the members who are required. Otherwise, if those are not required, that person cannot be able to directly join that particular group itself. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Teams or and M365 groups. Okay, so Teams group means the channels that we are going to create under our teams, that will be listed over here, and Microsoft 365 group means the groups that we are creating to send an emails, mailboxes, kind of things. Okay, if you want to create a teams, you can directly click on teams also and M365 group also. Okay, distribution list. So distribution list is kind of a dynamic group that we are going to create with the help of attributes. Okay, if you just create a distribution list, you need to provide the group details, owner. Here you need to add the members. So members is here, you can select up to 20 members for a particular time itself. Then we have setting, what will be the group name, allow people if you want to get, or if you want the outside peoples also from your organization to be the part of this particular group. So like that, you can create a distribution list. From this distribution list, only the particular person who will be added in this distribution list will get an email, or will be the part of that particular DL itself. Then we have security groups. Basically, security groups we already have been discussed in our intra videos. Like security groups has been used to provide any kind of access, to provide the roles, licenses. So these are the groups. Like you can directly create those groups from the intra ID also, or if you want, you can create it directly from here itself. So basically, in M365 Admin Center, we have an additional option which says create a security group with mail enabled. Okay, if you want that security group should has an email, you need to create a mail enabled security group. So basically this group in future may be able to use for sending an email also, as we have added an mail ID with this particular security group. So this is an option that we can be able to get from the security groups and mail level security groups from the M365 admin center. But from Entra, you can only create a simple security group. There we doesn't have any options to create a main level security group. Okay, here we have some hyperlinks that you can be able to use it, like Teams using SharePoint. You can get a link from here where to store the files. You can get an email link to this video, and you can forward the same to your end users. They will have some basic knowledge where the file is being shared, how to use the Teams and SharePoint, what about groups. Okay, so this is all about groups, security groups, and 365 group distribution list. Okay, if you want to create some policies over there for your groups, like we have a global policy which says meeting policy has been there. So let anonymous people join a meeting. If you are removing that, no one can join the meeting. Only the person who are invited in the meeting, they will be able to the part of that particular meeting itself. Okay, let's anonymous people start a meeting that has been unlocked, like when who are the owners or the particular members can be able to start the meetings. Dial a user can bypass the lobby. If you want to dial in user, then they can be able to bypass the lobby. Dial in means they are typing the number that we have somewhere. We have provided the numbers. So if they're directly dialing the number, they will be bypass the lobby. No, this has not been done. Meet now in private meetings. So it has been enabled. Meeting restrictions, Teams Q&A. So you can just use this particular settings and you can set it up the users that will be the part of this particular meeting policies, and they need to satisfy this particular policies itself. So ACMS auto update global ACMS auto update defaults. These are the default policies that are created. Anonymous access. If you want to change some settings, I don't think these are the default policy. You cannot be able to change these policies. If you want to change, you can change this global policy which has been there. You can just like click on this and save it. Those policies will be saved and you can be able to manage those policies successfully. Okay. Moving forward, we have deleted groups. So recently, I think if you got this is for M365, but for security group also, we can be able to restore the security groups now from the intra. That is the very good thing that has been implemented by the Azure. So basically, previously we cannot be able to restore the security group. Only M365 group can be restored. That also within 30 days. But now you can restore the security groups also within 30 days, and both can be restored till 30 days. Once it has been restored, you can get back most of the things that has been there in the group. Okay, so basically this is to restore the group itself. If you have any share mailbox or if you want to create any share mailbox, just go ahead and create the mailbox over here. Once the mailbox has been created, you can use that particular mailbox as a shared mailbox. It does not, so basically shared mailbox does not require any kind of password to provide. For example, I have created abc@sujupiter.com. So we need to just add this mailbox into our primary mailbox that we have. So basically, like we have a primary mailbox which says shivam.tiwari@sujupiter.com. Then on the same page, I may just add this particular share mailbox, and this mailbox will be the part of my Outlook or particular mailbox application. I can be able to send an email. I can be able to receive the emails from that particular mailbox itself. Okay. Moving forward, we have roles. So role assignments are there from the Entra ID. We have an Entra ID roles that you can be able to assign from here. We have an exchange roles that you can be able to assign from M365 Admin Center, Intune, and even the billing. So basically we have multiple roles that we can be able to assign with the help of M365 Admin Center. It could be the roles under Microsoft Entra ID. It could be roles under Exchange, under Intune, and then billing. So each and every role have a different privileges that you can see under description, and with the description you can be able to find the permissions, add and remove permission for this particular role. If you want to modify this permission, you can modify, but I will suggest if you want to create a custom one, you can copy this particular role and create a custom role over there that is been based on your requirement that has been required. But do not modify the default roles, as once you have modified the default roles, there could be a possibility you could not be able to create it from the scratch itself. So basic thing, if you need to if you want to create a custom role, just select any of that particular role and do a copy of that particular role. So you can be able to create a custom role that you want. Okay, it could be with any of the one. It could be with M365 admins Entra ID also, like I've selected this. And if I want to compare two roles also, I will compare these two roles. What are the capabilities these two roles have, right? I have selected two different roles. That's why you can be able to find two different applications we have. But basically this has been used, this role assignment has been used to just compare or assign the roles to that particular users. You can compare, you can assign, you can remove the license or the role, sorry, from the users, or you can use a group assignment also, like group based role assignment or group based license assignment that we are using. So role assignable group or license assignable group that we are using, you can directly add a group over there, and again you does not need to come back to the role itself. You need to just open that particular group. You can remove that particular user, you can add that particular user into the group. Okay, so this is the benefit of using a role assignable group or assigning the role to the group itself. You does not need to manage the role every time. You need to just manage that particular group. Okay, Moving forward, we have administrative units. So basically, administrative units are boundaries. Already we have discussed, like if you want to go the details of the administrative unit, you can just go back to my intra playlist. There we have covered administrative units in deep. This is an entire boundary. Under that boundary, whoever are present, we have a leader for that particular users, and that leader could be able to manage those particular users. So direct giving and access, for example, direct giving an user administrator role on that particular tenant, we may create an administrative unit, we may assign an user administrator role under that administrative unit, and then we will add those particular users that need to be managed by that particular leader itself. Okay, so that is a capability that particular leader could be able to manage only those particular users, not the entire tenant users as a global as a user administrator. Okay, so basically that is the work of administrative unit. Moving forward, we have resources. So under resources, we have teams rooms and equipment. So any of the basic teams rooms that you are creating is under the teams rooms. If you have created a teams rooms, then it will automatically, like whenever you are creating the teams room, those will be automatically bypassed from the MFA. For example, if I'm saying test room, here you can be able to see, and I will save it. So once you will save it, it will create a mailbox like a conference room, company car, or equipment that is being everyone need to be used. So those resources are reversible. Basically, it will not ask you for a MFA. It will be not asked to reset the password or manage the password, as these are the teams rooms. So this will not require to provide the MFA, or those options has already been removed from this particular uh, options, okay, or this particular setting itself. Okay, if you want to change any settings, you can click on, you need to move out to exchange, and from exchange you can be able to modify those particular setting itself. Okay, so these are the teams rooms that we have. You can delete it, you can modify it, whatever you want, you can do it from here itself. Okay, then we have sites. So these are the SharePoint sites that we are using. If you have any specific sites for that SharePoint, that will be listed over here. You can see if the external sharing is been on and off for this particular SharePoint site. Just click on this. You will use this URL. Click on this URL. That will be redirected to any other page. It will check if you have a proper access. Like here, it's saying access has been required. You can request the access. Once you will provide the ones that access has been provided to you, you can be able to view this particular SharePoint site. Okay, so these are the SharePoint site. If you want to create a new site, click on this add site. It will be redirected to you the SharePoint site itself. From SharePoint portal, you can create a SharePoint site and you can be able to manage it. Okay, moving forward, we have marketplace. So in marketplace, we have multiple details that are available. If you want to purchase anything from the Microsoft centers, you can just purchase the same. It could be license, it could be features, it could be agents, what are available under the marketplace itself. Okay, under billing, we have multiple things. Like under billing, you can be able to find how many licenses are there, how many products that are in active, expired, or disabled state. Here you can see we have software product, benefit, hardware products, and product itself. So here you can see we have licenses that are appearing in a minute. How many licenses we have? So E5 no teams trial, 16 available license, 20 we have purchased, 4 license available. Enterprise trial we have 17, 20 purchased, 17 available, 3 only assigned. And Power Automate free is an free license that you can be able to use. So from here, so basically from here you can be able to manage your licenses, which are active, which are disabled, what are the details of the licenses and all. If you have purchased any software, that will be listed over here. If you have any benefits like purchasing account or something, that will be under benefits and all. So here you can be able to manage your products. Then we have an licensing part. Apart from this, here you will be able to find the subscription itself, like it will always be in details of your plans itself that you have purchased. If you want to request any plan, or if you want to just purchase any plan, you need to just go to the request auto claim policy. If you want to claim, if you want to automatic claim, you should save this and use the time by allowing them to claim a product license. The first time they need to sign into an app, set app as a personal use to claim a license which product, and the license will come from them. Okay, so this will be an auto claim policy. So basically in the subscription you will get all the details of the licenses that are involved in your tenant itself, the same thing that we have, but here you will get a detailed view of this particular license. Bills and payments, and these all are depends on your company billing accounts, whatever billing account you are using. If you are using a pay and a go, if you are using any cost management center or something like that, so these are not for our technical purpose, but from billings and payments or billing account you can get in details of your billing environment, which environment is being used for in billing. Under this, we have support. From here, you can be able to create a ticket that is being required. If you want to require to help and support, from here you can get a support assistant which has been there like a Copilot. You can check the support history if you have created any ticket. View service request history. From here, if you have created any tickets that you can be provide that you can be able to list from here. We have customer logbox request. That means if you have created a ticket, we get an advanced option over there. If you have not turned it on, then Microsoft could not be able to see the backend logs that has been created. So that's why they will ask you and consent, and from here you need to provide the consent for the customer logbox request. Okay, and here we have Microsoft Surface support, from which you can register itself and you can get an enter your company details information, and you can get an directly support from Microsoft. Okay, so these all is in total under our this particular admin center. Settings has been left, so in the settings, setups, reports and health will be covered in our upcoming video. That has been the second part for this particular video, as this has been an already a long video for this. So in the next video we will cover all these details for how the house setting works, setup of the particular center, and the reports what all we will get, and under health what all we will get. So once this has been completed entirely, we will create some users, we will create some roles, we will assign some roles, we will create some mailbox, and then we'll move forward to the exchange admin centers. Okay. Hope this video will also be helpful for you all. Please support the same you are supporting till now for us, so we will be able to creating like these videos, informative videos for you all. If anything is being needed from our end, please drop us an email, comment on our videos and all. Whatever has been required, please let us know. We will try to figure out, and we will create those. We will create on videos on that. Priorly, we are giving some services also. You can just go to our GMB, or you can just type Google itself on the Google itself. There you can be able to find there you will be able to find our services page. You can go our service page and check out the details that we are providing. Till the time, thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.